David, you said you had a question?
Yes, is it possible for me to go to Cogs and get Delvin's gauntlet enchanted before he wakes up?
Yeah, you can try. We'll have that conversation. By the
All
way,
right.
Delwyn, when you were having a romantic interlude with Captain Maelstrom, I couldn't help but think about whether or not you guys are using an iron pry bar. And how strong are your teeth, Delwyn? How strong are my teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the captain may want to nuzzle. Okay, so are you doing this that evening, I guess, after dinner probably? Talking to Cogs?
That's
I'm talking to Cogs. I'm to David, to Maximilian.
right. That's actually a
Uh,
good question.
uh,
During the course
Oh,
of the evening, did I ever find out the captain's first name?
uh, would you have asked her?
Mm-hmm.
She will tell you that Maelstrom is actually her given name. That is
Ah,
actually her given name.
nice.
So,
Go ahead.
okay, so Maximilian, did you wish to see Cogs after dinner?
yeah, or just early in the morning.
Okay. You should be able to do either, whatever you prefer.
All right, early morning.
Early morning. Okay. You wake up extra early in the morning, and you manage to you ask permission to go see Cogs. The crew actually have gotten a lot more lax with you guys. I mean, they're keeping an eye on you, but they're not escorting you everywhere anymore. You figure that the captain has told them that for now, uh, you can be trusted at least to wander around the more public areas of the ship, as long as you're not poking around anywhere that you shouldn't be. So
Do I actually have access to runes, or do Delvin have them?
you would probably have access to everything on the lower deck where the mess hall area is, and
Yeah.
like you can pretty much move freely around there. I don't.
Okay,
It's
so
more of
okay.
you probably wouldn't be poking around the captain's quarters or what you know as the first mate quarters. The first mate quarters on the opposite side of the ship on the upper deck,
Yeah, I won't go there anyways.
where Vic is probably hanging out right now. So,
Mm.
so yeah, you can find cogs um, the engine room.
Yeah.
When you
Cogs.
oh,
Yeah.
good morning, Maximilian. Did you sleep okay?
I slept fine, thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Yeah.
What can
I
I?
have a request.
Oh, sure.
I heard that you are a enchanter, is that correct?
Oh, yes. I can make enchantments. Yes.
Excellent. Me and my companion, Delwyn, we need our weapons enchanted.
Oh, sure.
This silver gauntlet and this sword.
So is this the silvered gauntlet
Yeah,
and the swords? Oh, that's.
yeah, and my sword.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Which runes are you asking him to use?
Uh, Fire on the gauntlet and ice on the sword.
Okay, definitely. He's working.
Thank you.
He's working on the. He's working on the runes. Um, Cogs will ask you. So, what do you think of Kirkwall?
It is not as I remember it. It's different.
Yeah, everything here is different now.
It is, isn't it? It's strange, really. Cogs, I have a question for you.
Sure.
If you could go back and change everything, would you do that?
Oh, that's a very good question. Um, Normally, I would say yes. Absolutely, I would go back and change things. Would have been nice if, I'd be able to stop Dagna from dying. Um, but for that specific case, because I think that would probably be the first thing that pops in my head. But the more I think about it, in that specific case, I don't think there would have been anything I could have done differently. So I guess the question is whether or not there's something I could change, I could actually do differently. And if so, probably less.
Well, that's the answer I was looking for. Should we get on with the runes?
Well, yes, of course. He will finish it up in the next 10 minutes, and everybody else, I'm assuming, is waking up around this time.
Oh, I'm hurrying up to the upper deck
Sure.
as soon as. Is the captain's quarters?
Yeah, the captain's
down there?
quarters, absolutely.
Just gonna watch over the landscape
Just that-
with my hands behind. Yeah.
Did you wake up such that you were able to still have 6 hours of sleep, Maximilian?
Barely.
Okay, so we'll consider you fully rested. What time would you say you went to bed?
Around 10, perhaps.
All right, so that means that you would have woken up at 4 in the
6,
morning.
4, yeah. Pretty
Well,
early.
you went to bed. You might not have fallen asleep right away because the ship's still pretty turbulent. So we'll say you woke up at 6. Cogs actually is a relatively early riser. So, and actually most of the crew is an early riser too. Delwyn, you probably will wake up after the captain has already woken up herself. I think she would have woken up around 6 as well.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone wakes up
It's a very
early.
comfortable bed. I'm sleeping in.
the captain's actually, that's a very good point. Hold on one moment. Let me find out. The captain's seduction test. Because we rolled yours, might as well be fair to see what hers was. There is Captain Maelstrom's roll. Okay,
Wait.
that's
Okay.
pretty good.
Um,
Yes, Ray.
much more experienced.
Yes, the captain it seems like the captain has...
She's a seasoned sailor.
She is a seasoned sailor, so yes. Okay. So, you are, Maximilian, able to find the captain. She is with the first mate near the front of the ship. Let's go ahead and utilize the map here just so we can get a bearing on where everybody is. So
I'm actually not gonna go talk to the captain. I'm just gonna stand by the railing and look over, outside the ship, and wait for Delwyn to wake up.
sure, that's fine. So let me situate the ship so that we have where everybody typically is. So the captain is... Lealden's probably sick in bed. Gwenaël is in bed. You are also in bed. Very nice bed over here.
Oh. Lucky. Lucky.
Quite fancy.
Maximilian, we will place you... The entrance to the quarters is... there's an entrance here and there's an entrance there, so you can go wherever it is you want to.
I'm just gonna stand here and look out.
Okay. Sure. And then Archer's, of course, in the kitchen. Wait, Oggs is already in the kitchen, where he belongs. That's where you belong, Archer. Cogs is in the room, and I mean, I'm not gonna place all the crew members. They're around about. So, and then First Mate Vic is talking with the captain here. So, okay. Delwyn, you wake up. You have not slept in such a nice bed in a long time.
It's really nice.
So I would say that you're in pretty high spirits. Between the dinner last night and the festivities that came after dinner and the...
I'm sure the hangover is offsetting this a little bit, though.
Yeah. I would say that still, despite the hangover, that still entitles you to a bonus, a morale bonus, which will give you a net gain of +1. So for the rest of the day, you will get +1 to every single 3d6 roll. Whenever you roll 3d6s, it's a +1.
Okay.
The dragon die stays the same. The values of the dragon die stays the same.
All
Doesn't
right.
affect that.
So Pleasant company helps alleviate all ailments.
Yes.
Indeed.
So your wine definitely gave you a benefit. The wine helped.
Yes. That was a long, eventful night.
I'm assuming you're probably getting washed up and doing it, whatever it is that you need to do,
Yeah.
get ready, and eventually you will probably leave the quarters just because you're probably hungry and will need food.
Yeah.
So you can leave really either of these doors. They both come out to the deck. So
Well, closest door.
you can move. Yeah, you can move your figure wherever you think Delwyn would go.
Anyways, be out here.
Gwenail apparently
Looking-
is out and about. By the way, these are not ballistas. Yeah, I think these are small ballistas. They don't have cannons. They have ballistas here on the ship.
My character would probably be reading, like occasionally looking up and looking out the side and whatnot, like sitting on like by the thing, looking over the ship, enjoying the day and reading.
Okay.
All right. As Delwyn comes out from the
It's just kind
Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing with my hands behind my back and just move my head to the side.
Okay.
Had a pleasant evening, Delwyn.
What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
I
Never
had
mind.
an evening. You clearly are aware of this.
Don't answer that, by the way.
My character looks up from the book and like raises an eyebrow and shakes his head. Wow.
I
That's
turn
cool.
around. Don't mess this up.
Mess what up? Oh, it's too early for this.
Drinking. I don't know what you've been doing down there, but I'm guessing you haven't gotten enough sleep.
Yeah, it's a relatively comfortable bed. I got enough sleep.
I move up to Delwyn and push the gauntlet into her chest, like, just take it.
All right.
Here, I enchanted this for you. You better use it well.
I don't know what to say about this. He starts strapping it on, and
Yeah, Maximilian is just he's too stern almost. He's not acting like naturally, and he's just sighing.
More stern than
shakes
normal.
His head,
You're more stern than
shakes
normal.
his head.
Okay.
And just walks away.
Okay. Okay.
thanks.
Gwenail, I'm sure you witnessed this. So
Yeah.
whatever it is you think Gwenail would be doing at this moment.
He walks over and whatnot and is like, well, that was certainly strange.
You're telling me.
Um,
That was
so, indeed you and the captain had a lovely night and dinner?
Yes, I would say so. He's looking quite
I'm-
proud of himself.
I'm very glad to hear that. Bit of a half-forced smile on his face when that looks down.
It was quite an eventful evening.
I'm sure it was.
So, breakfast.
Okay.
We should probably get breakfast.
Yes, nothing like a bit of petit déjeuner.
So
Kind of raises an eyebrow at that.
the way I'm rolling for Archer is that he goes back and forth. Sometime for every other roll that I do for his cooking, it's either a +4 or a -4. It just alternates between the two. So last night it was a +4. Breakfast was a -4. This morning for breakfast it's another -4. So we'll see what we get.
You gave him a +4 on accident.
Oh, did I? That should be a -4. No, that was -4.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, okay, wait, I see
yeah.
now.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, when it's lagging behind.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay. So
Right, sorry.
it's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it's still pretty bad. Breakfast. Again, the crew members don't seem to mind. They're accustomed to this. Lealden will wander in. He will take a bite, and then he seems determined. He seems determined to keep it in, so he keeps shoveling food. Throughout breakfast, it looks like he's at a constant battle with the food that he's putting into his stomach, and he seems more and more determined. Nope, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this whole bowl. And then he gets to the last bite. His hand starts to shake. He starts looking
You got
around,
to
and then he
it.
runs off out of the kitchen again into the trough room.
I was going to offer him some bread, but it was just I could not stop watching him shovel that food.
Lealden would be too determined. He'd be too stubborn. He says, "Nope, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this. It's not as bad as it was yesterday." So he really felt that this time he could do it, and no. So Lealden will eventually come back and inform you that he probably should not have done what he did for breakfast, and he feels like he will only slow you down if he goes with you into the forest. So he will apologize and say that he'll sit this one out, but don't die. Is basically what he said.
Yeah.
Good
He'll
work.
try to catch up later.
He will say that if anyone wants to use his short sword, his silvered short sword, they may borrow it from him, since he's not going to be using it himself. in the
Yoink.
forest. All right, so Gwenail takes it. Okay. Is anything else happened during breakfast that you need to know about? Because according to the crew
all
members,
exciting.
you know that the Brecilian Forest is almost there. They've since gotten into Ferelden, and they're about to arrive at the Brecilian Forest, probably immediately after breakfast.
So, we need to find the Dalish. And show him this parchment, I'm guessing.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
Well,
Pulls out parchment again. Well, if I have been moving as much as they have now, and decide to, and the only Dalish that we know being here, it may be like looking for a needle in a haystack. So simple enough, I suppose, is not incorrect. Just a bit optimistic.
Well, it's straightforward. It's not necessarily gonna not be time consuming.
I have faith in our captain that she will get us to where we want to go. Unless she
As
has
Very
other
competent
things
woman.
on her mind.
just kind of.
She's a her character's like, she's a very competent and intelligent woman. I'm sure she will not be distracted.
I believe you are correct. Well, I'll prepare my equipment and my armor. I'll meet you topside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems
What's
you've
up?
already prepared my equipment, so I'm good to go now.
Okay.
Yep.
We're all prepared. Alright.
So you guys finish up breakfast, and you hear one of the crewmen up above yell out that you are landing. And so you guys arrive right above the Brecilian Forest. Now, the thing about the ship is it needs to land on water, but what they can do is hover above the ground, and you guys can use a rope to shimmy your
Same way
way
to
down.
get off as we did to
Oh.
get up the first time.
Oh, again.
Yeah, but you're not under stress, so you guys will be able to do
Yeah.
this. You're not under any duress, so you guys can take your time. That's not going to be a big deal to climb down the rope, and then the ship will then sail to the nearest body of water, which isn't really that far away. And you imagine they have some way. The captain probably has a way of contacting the ship to inform them that they need to get picked up. So, in addition to the three of you, the captain herself comes down, as well as Vicious Victor and Archer, and a handful, not all, but just a handful of her crew. Archer, as soon as he lands, he seems like on. Something comes over him. He gets down onto the ground. He takes his two fingers, rubs some sort of funny-looking substance on the ground, sniffs it. You can tell that Archer, as a huntsman, is a very good tracker. Captain says, "All right, so you all are going to try to look for the Dalish. Is that my understanding in the forest?"
Yes.
That's correct, Captain.
Very well. While you are doing that, Archer and I and some of the rest of my crew will be going to look for some game to hunt that we can use for food. However, I understand that you are also missing a member of your party. After a lovely dinner conversation with Delwyn last night, I feel obligated to lend you one of my own members to assist you on your trip. Just do me a favor and don't get him killed. Vic, why don't you accompany them? Vic says,
Come on.
Are you
Figured it was a
sure?
good option. You guys seemed
What?
like friends.
What?
The captain...
Got all chatty when we got on the boat.
The captain says, "Clearly the two of you have a lot of catching up to do, and if I'm going to have you guys spend any time on my ship, you first will have to learn how to work together to keep yourselves alive."
Captain.
The first mate Vic looks like he's about to protest, but then he stops himself. "Yes, Captain." "Very well then. Archer, if you please."
Oh, this should be interesting.
Archer will start making his way into the forest, and as they do, he pulls out a hand to stop, and he lends out an ear, and then he kind of goes to wave them, and so the crewman and the captain, they go into the forest and go off into one part of the woods, leaving you and first mate Vic, leaving the three of you plus first mate Vic. "All right, let's get this over with." Victor takes out a pouch and he seems to be looking through some of his equipment. "All right, everything seems to be in order." There's a bit of a jiggle. It sounds like whatever he has in his sack doesn't sound like blades or any type of weapons. They sound like, you're not really sure what they sound like. They're clinking around in there, and it seems like he's got several of something inside the sack, about the size of a fist.
Well then, we need to find these elves. You're a good tracker, Vic.
He says, "I can hold my own. Archer's better at it, but I can hold my own."
Well, and of
Don
you
Leal
guys,
being missing.
What did you say, Gwinnell?
That was me. It was like Don Lealden being missing. He actually has tracking or something.
Yeah,
doesn't
he does. Wilden probably would have been better suited, but
Yeah.
he's seasick.
Why did he have to eat that food?
So, all we need to do now is find the elves. What direction do you reckon we start looking?
Well, knowing Archer, they probably aren't going the direction that we want to go, because they're pretty much going to stay within the outskirts of the forest to try to find the Hala. I doubt if there's werewolves still about here, that they're gonna want to spend any time in the heart of the forest. So
Did like my research about the Dalish migrational patterns give me any insight which way would be a good way to maybe go
probably,
for? Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
I mean, I think you know where whenever the Dalish do take up camp in the Brecilian Forest, you know where a popular area for them would be.
I would probably say this, like I say, popular area for them to go is around this way, and which many times the Dalish will move east and north or south.
Hold on just a moment. Who put you in charge? I thought I was the one doing the tracking here.
I am not trying to take your job here. I am just trying to give you help.
Well, if you want to lead us, then go right ahead. I'm just gonna make sure that I don't get killed. That's my major job here.
I will lean, if you insist, but I will lean on your tracking abilities. I am just here to assist.
I wouldn't
I do not
advise relying on him about anything.
We will use our better judgment, but as it seems our friend Leodin is sick, he is the only one of us that can track, so we have to lean on his ability. No?
I trust
Like
your
it or
knowledge
not.
before him.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yes.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll the tracking then for first mate Vic.
Hopefully I gave him a bonus with information or something.
Yeah. So we'll say
Okay.
that with your information, that gives him a +2.
Super
Let me
cool.
make sure that... Okay, so here is his roll. So with a +2, it will be that. Oh, not too bad, Vic. That's really good. Okay,
Yeah, that's quite good. Yeah.
that is quite good.
all right.
So, you guys travel through the forest. So far, probably within the first half hour, without any specific incident. Let me get you guys situated here on the map.
It's all very black.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that should
Fog of
reveal.
war.
Yep.
Lots of fog of war.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so let's pull your characters in. You can arrange yourselves in whatever marching order you want. Victor is probably going to be at the front, I'm assuming, since he's doing most of the tracking.
Tracking, yeah.
Gwenaël might not be too far behind him if he's trying to assist.
I'll stand right behind him.
And then there's Max, and then there's Delwyn. So however you want to arrange yourselves as you see
I
fit.
will keep an eye on our 6 since, well, I'm typically looking over my shoulder constantly anyway, so
Yeah, I'm
might
good
as
where
well
I am.
make good use of it.
Okay. All right. So you guys press forward. Everyone is able to roll me a perception, please. Perception seeing. Okay.
Wow.
How did that happen?
A lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones.
Oh my goodness, that is a botch. That is a fumble.
That is a. Oh,
It's
I
still
got
a
something in
stunt.
my eye.
It's still a stunt.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so as you guys get up to here, I'm just moving you based on your formation. The tree over here, by the way, Gwenaël, you notice looks very different from most of the other trees around you. Suspiciously more different than most of the other trees around you. Almost as if it's might be out of place, kinda, sorta.
Huh. Less strange.
What is this, Gwaine?
This tree, do you notice anything different about it?
It's a tree.
It's a tree in the forest.
It is a tree in the forest, but look around, look very carefully at this tree compared to all the others.
That's strange. What do you think it means?
I think this is some kind of marking, maybe sign, perhaps?
As you're pondering, the tree starts to rustle. The odd thing is, the wind is stopped, but the tree begins to move. And before you, it starts to uproot itself. And you realize, everyone who is currently watching, I'm assuming they are, you can roll we'll say a cultural nature. I'm sorry, a nature roll. I think there's nature.
That's not a lower roll, is it?
Nature lore?
No.
I would say, yeah, natural lore. Natural lore. So cunning.
It's a tree that moves. Kill it with fire.
Not so well on that one.
Okay. You guys aren't really sure what this thing is, but it doesn't look friendly. As the great tree before you begins to wail at you. Because you guys were not able to figure out what this thing was, it gets a surprise attack.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so it's going to roll an attack on... We'll say it rolls an attack on Delwyn. What is your armor rating, Delwyn? Or your defense? Your defense?
Defense. 12.
12? He just makes it. To your surprise, the great tree before you picks up one of its burly branches, and then he pretty much backface smacks you, slams into you, and you take... Ooh, okay. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So you can remove the armor rating damage from that.
I don't have an armor rating.
Okay, so that's a full 10 points of damage to you.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you guys notice two other creatures that look similar to the tree begin to awaken and emerge. There's one here and one there.
Huh.
Yes. There we go. Okay, now you guys can roll initiative.
Alright, let's do this. See. It's 3d6 plus dexterity. Dexterity.
I believe so. 3d6 plus
Yeah.
dexterity.
Oh, I'm slow. I'm just amazed that tree started swinging at my...
Yes, you're a little shocked.
Oh, okay, that just
I was
happened.
about to say friend and you just got yourself.
Your companion.
That makes sense. I had kind of noticed, like, I rolled a bit on my
You had way
perception
better
of it.
perception, so
Yeah.
you going first makes way more sense. Actually, that'd be a 14. I did not add my +1 morale to that roll.
That's true. 14.
Yeah.
That's the trees. I got an 18. So,
Come at me.
All right. So it looks like the first
Yes,
person
go on.
is. Is it still the tree that's first? Oh, I'm sorry. Vicious. Vic needs to roll too.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's the tree, and then. So Wild Sylvan is at 18. We have Victor. Add turn. He's at 16. And then who's after that?
Gwen is 15.
Okay. And then after that,
Delwyn,
Shelley at 14.
okay. And then Maximilian at
6. Nope.
okay.
Trees don't walk.
The tree
No,
is
what's going on?
going to swing again. This time he's going to swing at Gwenail.
Oh, great.
Okay, Gwenail, your defense is.
Well, since I still haven't decided what I'm putting my ability point in, it's 13.
Okay, he does connect, dealing 8 damage to you.
8 damage. Alright, it takes off 3 because I'm wearing armor.
Yep, take off 3 because you're wearing armor. Okay?
Alright.
Next in the initiative. First mate, Vic. Vic reaches into his pouch and he pulls out what appears to be a grenade. And the grenade glows a very orangey, like an orange glow. And he then maneuvers here behind this rock, ducks down behind it, and then it looks like he's readying an action to lob the grenade. Next is Gwenail.
Let's do.
Oh, I'm sorry. The other trees didn't move yet. Sorry, the other trees would have moved. They're gonna. I apologize. They have a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3. So they're gonna move here. So in actuality, 1, 2, 3. In actuality, First Mate Vic does not hold his action. He's just gonna get behind that. He's gonna go behind that rock and he's gonna lob a grenade at them. So I'm gonna roll my grenade throw. Nice. It connects and lands right here, which ignites both of the trees as they go up in flames. The damage that is done to them is 13 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Plus an additional. Alright, so these creatures take 15 damage from that. It looks like it's what he did just severely weakened them. Perhaps having Vic along isn't so bad after all. Alright, next is... I'm sorry, Gwenail, now it's your turn.
Right.
These 2 trees are right now on fire, and actually this entire area, this entire 3x3, I would say this entire 3x3 area, I'll draw it, is on fire. But go ahead. I'm gonna draw it. Gwenail, you can go.
Which one of you has the fire enchantment?
I do.
Let's see here. I think I am going to give you a bit of a bolster and then move away and whatnot with heroic offense. I'm gonna roll to cast that. And okay, definitely cast that. You have a +1 to strength and everything now.
Okay. That'll help my damage. Won't help my hit roll, but it'll help my damage.
And you punch a tree now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I could probably move a little bit further than that. These trees don't look monstrous. I'll be right here.
All right.
Time to punch a tree. Yeah.
Delwyn.
Punch a tree. Dead.
The latest Disney song.
Yes. 13.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I hope these things aren't hard to hit considering how big they are. and
Yeah.
slow.
Yes.
D6.
They're not very agile, so it's relatively hard to hit them. They just might soak up a lot of damage.
Fortunately, fire damage should be good against these things.
Most likely.
Because they're trees, so I would imagine.
Plus 3 for strength. Plus 2 for the fire. So
Poke.
10.
Revenge!
Okay. It's a 10. It's armor rating. Okay. So...
And I don't know how they would treat fire damage.
it does do fire
Fire
damage?
It does 2 points of fire damage.
Oh, it does do 2 points of fire damage. So that means it takes an additional damage.
And it's penetrating too, isn't it? Fire? So
Yes.
Fire damage is
that
not.
should-
It does an additional 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, so they're weak. That's good. And then I think I'm going to move. I'll just shift down.
Okay?
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up, Maximilian.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna unsheath my sword. I don't think I had it up because I was surprised.
Yeah.
As a minor action, then I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge the nearest Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
To war. Okay, let's see.
Yep, don't worry, I got this guy.
To war. I'm charging and
Nice.
Nice.
17.
That will hit. Roll
then we
for-
go for damage.
Yep, roll for damage.
And the +2 is frost damage.
Okay, plus 2 frost damage.
Yeah. 14.
14. So it soaks up... Okay. Okay, it'll soak up that much, and then... Okay.
Oh right, I forgot to expend my mana on that.
Maximilian, you hack at the tree with your sword, and it groans a very earthy groan as it topples onto the ground.
Fall, your beast!
It will fall here. But it's still in flames currently. It's still ignited. It's still engulfed in flames at the moment. Are you doing anything else? I don't know if you can do anything else.
Nope, that's more of my actions.
Okay. So this thing is dead. All right.
Do I get a stunt, by the way? No, not
Do you have a stunt? Oh, you do have a stunt, right?
That's the damage.
Oh, that was the damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you do for that.
No, okay.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Then the
Nice.
Sylvans. All right. The Sylvan.
Like a woodsman.
This
Yeah.
Sylvan will try to attack Delwyn. Wild Sylvan attack. That will hit. And he does 9 points of damage to Delwyn.
Alright.
This tree will engage Maximilian. Your defense, Maximilian?
14.
He will hit. Damage. Oh, max damage. 12.
Scrap.
12 points of damage.
Soaking 5.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Then you hear the ground shake. You feel the ground shaking underneath you as you hear an even louder earthly roar fill the area around you, and advancing towards you is this thing.
Oh, it's even bigger.
Yeah. He moves 1, 2, 3.
I think Mama Tree is mad for killing its children.
I really wish I would have learned an incendiary spell right now.
More firewood.
Okay. Who's next?
It'd be Vic's turn, I believe.
Okay. Vic, as soon as he sees the tree, he curses. What the? Basically, and he reaches into his pouch again, pulls out another grenade, and then he tries to toss it at the tree. So his roll. He makes it. It deals plus another 1d6 because it's weak against fire. Dealing 7 points of fire damage to this thing. Okay. And I think that's all he can do. Yeah, I think that's all he can do this turn. Gwenail. Oh, I'm sorry, the other trees. Oh, I already did the other trees. Gwenail.
Okay, Okay, I'm checking to see if I need to be next people to pull a heal check. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do. How are you doing for health?
How am I doing for health?
Yeah. Your bar disappeared, so I can't tell.
She's below half.
Yeah, I'm 4 points below half.
Alright.
I've got 50.
I'm gonna hold my action, and I'm gonna tell Kurt to try to get over to me after she makes her attack or whatever. So it's like, get over here in a moment, I can give you a heal.
Okay? So you're holding your action. Delwyn?
Yeah.
Well, to help ease things a little bit, I am going to go ahead and cast Drain Life. So I'll make the stealth roll now.
Alright, everybody's entitled to a perception seeing. This is in the middle of the combat, so you get a -2. You get a -2 to your perception since you're distracted.
8.
Alright. Maximilian doesn't see it, and neither does Gwenail.
And what a vicious Vic.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that myself. See if Vicious Vic is able to see that. Okay.
Okay.
Right, so let's make the check.
Mm-hmm. That's your check?
Yep.
Does that...
And that beats the target number.
All right, so you cast it effectively. How much damage do you do to it? This is penetrating, I'm assuming.
Yes, d6 plus magic.
All right.
Penetrating.
Let me know how much it is. 8.
So I will get 8 health back.
Yes. You are able to somehow skillfully hide the fact that there is this green essence that is being pulled out of the tree into you as you heal 8 points of damage.
I got my hands full with these two.
Yeah.
One Sylvan burning.
That is your major action, Delwyn. What are you doing for your minor action?
Moving as per the mage's request.
Okay.